Like it's the usual build, and I do think it helps against the Fisher. It kind of helps versus the tossback, but yeah, as you said, the not the greatest item anymore. That's why Medusa is not being picked that much, and they're gonna contest the bounties here. Very.
Oh, ball lightning coming in down here. They've got their eyes over here onto Stan King, and they're just going to. Sorry, not Stan King, Flea. I'm sorry, I saw that they did that as a tribute, and I saw the tail end of it. My bad, guys.
All right, the tree.
Shout out to Stan King, Dota. Bless, man, bless. Oh, a haze rune on Moo. Gonna just stare down CCNC, get the toss up over onto this high ground here.
Oh.
Still giving chase. Looks like gonna be able to land that avalanche.
Okay.
But they'll just back off. We'll play it cool.
I don't know. For me, there's something so pleasurable about seeing a tossback. It's just one of my favorite things in Dota right now.
Really?
The tossback just looks so good. But yeah, I mean, CNC still doing okay. Do they have any stacks on the side of Radiant? They do have an ancient stack in the bottom side, but pretty much just that for now. It's gonna go for another one. Oh, that dude really wants to ult.
He's hunting through the trees here for Ritsu, and they do have backup in the form of Flea, of course, and they've got the hit over here onto Bra. He's gonna have to go ball lightning himself out. He's sitting a little bit low, trying to get this bug off. Looks like he's just gonna make it. Still here though, still looking. In fact, look at Farab. He really wants this kill. Did use the Doom for the first time. He gets the kill over onto Ritsu. Can he get himself some more? Flea in a lot of trouble here, trying to run himself away. That Scorcher doing a little bit of damage here, but won't be able to take down the tree this time around.
Yeah, they tried to go for the deny on the Doom, but since it doesn't have that much base damage, they couldn't get it.
Top lane, looks like they go and they use the split for the first time. They go for the Echo Slam as well. They'll buy Moo a little bit of time. And he's going to be able to walk away. That was getting very, very close for him. He's getting closer to that Blink Dagger too. That's a big item. Bottom lane. Oh, they've got the overgrowth. They're going to try to take down the Doom here. Looks like for Evan for some trouble. He's going to get taken down. There's going to be the ball lightning, though, coming out from Ryle. He's got his eyes over here on the CCNC. There's no mana left for this poor Medusa. She's just going to pop it. They're going to find themselves a double kill over onto Flea, hiding in the trees.
Yeah, I mean, considering the matchup, I think Ryle did very well. I guess part of it comes from that kill that the Fisher enabled, but he's already level 10, decently ahead of the Medusa. She's just going ham right now, has the Kaya completed. This is going to be, we talked about it. They don't have a lot of a lockdown, and if the Storm is ahead in farm, he can always burst down the Medusa, as we saw. The only way Medusa has the advantage is being ahead, and usually that happens, but, Medusa hasn't been farming a lot of ancients. He's been trying to play aggressive, and that is a problem sometimes.
Dodge come out of Brawl here, trying to get that denial on the tower. Does manage to find it. Now it looks like Jakiro is going to get poked out a little bit by Ritsu, but they should be able to walk away. Bottom tower does fall during all of that, though. And we've got enough gold on our Tiny now to get the Blink Dagger, so it's about to be game on, I think, for the side of JStorm here. Ritsu going for a little bit of a dive here. Does have Flea. Gonna try to hide himself here into the trees. Nice fissure. Will be able to block off. Should be able to TP himself home. They don't have anything else to cancel it out.
Yikes. Yeah, the lack of lockdown definitely starting to show up a little bit here. The Medusa started farming a little bit now, but look, because of that fight and because the tier 1 fell down, they actually have this aggressive ward on the side of paiN. So that's not how you want to play Medusa. You want to be making aggressive moves, and then you farm. Right now, they are pushing tier 1 top, but since they lost that fight, look where CNC has to be, and he's actually...
Look at this pincering coming through. Yeah, ball lightning gonna open up. Moo jumps forward, shows off that Blink Dagger, follows up with a fissure and a toss. And do they have enough to take her down? They still don't look like they've got it just yet, but Brile will make sure that he gets that last hit.
Yeah.
Oh, but Moo walks right past Lee. The toss comes out, though, over onto the Wyvern. Looks like Moo might be in a little bit of trouble here. Wyvern is in way more, though. That's another kill coming out from Moo, and they're looking. They have the Echo Slam. They find themselves a tree, and the toss back. You're not going anywhere. Double kill from Moo. Who did we lose in the top lane?
Not that much, actually.
I saw something came up, right? Yeah. Lelis. Who lost Lelis?
Yeah.
No, Lelis was down here.
4DR is pressuring the top tower, but Dota is such a punishing game sometimes. Like the
Sometimes.
yeah. Like the fact that the Wyvern is 5 and 80% level 6 and not level 6 just makes them lose that fight and just kind of snowballs in a... Oh, look at that. They actually have Doom now.
Yeah, looks like this Wyvern is not going too far away here. Does take some damage here from the creeps. They use the Doom just to make sure that they can try to get it, but doesn't matter. CCNC going to be able to go and get that denial. We are going to see the Blink Dagger soon on 4DR, actually. I think, did he?
I think
not
he
yet.
has it, right?
Okay.
No. Is he going for...
I'm not sure. I thought I was going to pick it up. I saw it queued up, but not a Ritsu pause. Shout out Ritsu for being like really chill about them.
Yeah, I think he embraced the meme.
Yeah, he did. He embraced it. You know, it takes a strong person to embrace the meme and laugh at themselves. For sure, for sure. Tell the world, oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
All right. So how do they bounce back from this? They did take that war down, so they took some of that control from JStorm out. Still, Medusa doesn't even have actually has the gold for the Mask of Madness, but didn't buy it yet. I think it's just a question of them being slightly behind in every single lane, like the Medusa being slightly behind the Storm, then you have the Wyvern being slightly behind the other supports, and it just allows JStorm to get away with stuff they shouldn't be able to. It's just very minimal things that snowball in this 4,000 gold lead. I think the game could be very different if we had, like, you know, 2 range creep denies in one lane. It's that silly sometimes, but it really affects the game in a way that we can see here. They will get level 6 on the Wyvern now, but you know, when the Tiny initiates like that, he's gonna be by himself. So you can Winter's Curse him, you save your core, but you're not getting any kills, and that's not where you want to be playing.
No, you want to be, you know, that's the tough thing about Wyvern too. That's one thing that's always been very difficult with this hero, is that she's a little bit slow. It's hard to get in the middle of everything. And so like you said, you know, Moo can jump in with this Blink Dagger. You can use the curse and try to, you know, save your core, but then that's down. Then you don't have it for fights, and you really, you know, or you're the one who's getting jumped by the Tiny, and you're not going to be able to get much off anyway, so.
And this is also a game where you don't have the Mirana or something to set up the curse with. So sometimes, you know, if you have a Mirana, one-man curse is fine, since you can actually get the kill. Not really the case here. So
I mean, maybe you have your Brewmaster jump in, right? Brewmaster jumps in, he gets all the attention. You start, you know, seeing that, and again, it comes down to who gets the initiation, though, too.
Yeah.
But you know, you have your Tiny jump in, and then so does the Storm. And because they're all focused now onto your Brewmaster, then maybe you can kind of sneak in.
Yeah,
the Wyvern ulti is still pretty dodgy though, right?
Yeah. And when you check the net worth of the Brewmaster, he's so far behind.
Yeah.
He has treads, no gold for the Blink Dagger still, so he can't really jump. He can ult preemptively and walk, but it's not the greatest way to initiate fights. And it looks like he's having some ping issues as well, so
yeah,
it's pretty rough for him.
That's gonna be very, very frustrating. You know, it's tough enough, right, when you're playing Dota and you're already, you know, kind of struggling. You're not maybe super feeling great or whatever, and then on top of that, you start having ping issues. These are things that you just can't control. Obviously, I know how frustrating it can be, you know, when you're casting, right? And you're casting, and then all of a sudden you start dropping frames. You're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And it's just your ISP. You can't do anything about it. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does look like they're, you know, very high-spirited here. They're making jokes. You know, usually, sometimes it gets a little bit hot between the teams, but they're, you know, they're
no, these guys are chill. I love it. I love seeing this very chill. What you doing today? You heating up some noodles, whatever it is, Ritsu noodles. I don't even know. I don't know.
Command toss EE ping console. What? All right. I don't know what is happening. But
no, they're trying to find out what the ping is on the players. Yeah.
I see.
It's like dashing. Did you know, Bowie, that calm players almost always make better decisions?
Oh, really?
Yes. This is thanks to. I'm not even going to touch anything. So for those of you that don't know, we are actually casting out of the JD studio in Berlin, and my keyboard that I have here is set up for, I believe it's like a European setup, and you can tinker with it. You can put it, because I'm used to, you know, North American. keyboards, obviously, but there's something that keeps happening where occasionally if I hit like the wrong combo, the keyboard just stops working. So I'm kind of like terrified to like do anything other than hit like 3 buttons for the most part. I don't know. I feel like Bowie got the better keyboard.
Yeah, mine is doing okay, actually.
Yeah, you know, now that I said that, I've just totally cursed your keyboard.
By the way, do you know that you shouldn't be afraid to experiment playing unfamiliar heroes?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm sure that means that I should go start playing Tinker now, right?
Yes, I think
Become that cancer.
you should. You know, get out of your comfort zone, guys. Just learn new heroes. Don't be
do
afraid.
it, please don't start playing Tinker at every game, please. No,
All right,
not like
it looks
this.
like. Oh, actually, he DC'd. I thought we were.
He came
starting.
back and then he went away? Yeah, he
Oh.
disconnected. Yeah, the, you know, admin's making sure that they know they have 10 minutes of pause time and
Yeah.
that, just showcasing Russia and Smiley. Well, move! Shots fired!
Oof.
Shots fired. The admin should be the one who makes those decisions, so.
Ping is just a number.
Friendly bans. Friendly bans.
So what is more important, Moxie? MMR or ping?
I think ping is more important, right?
Yeah.
Because ping affects your MMR.
Definitely.
But MMR is just a number. It's fine. It's space points,
That is
right? They
true.
don't actually mean anything.
Lizard was saying it. He was like, MMR doesn't matter, guys. He's very high MMR. Like, unless you want to go pro, it's fine. Okay, so 4DR is back. He says go. I think we might be ready.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So cheerful. Such chipper young lads. I love it. All right. So what we got going on here? 4DR. Yeah, see, he's got the blink dagger queued up. That was weird because didn't it look like his...
Oh, yeah, he only had 200 gold. It was a bug, right?
It must be.
Huh.
It must be because I knew that he had enough for a blink and I was like, where did it go?
I was like, I guess he bought treads and maybe...
Yeah, I was wondering what he bought.
Huh. All right, then that's better. Because he looked like he needed 2,000 gold to actually get the blink.
Right.
He's TPing
Oh, he's
bottom
good.
already?
Does have that blink dagger too, so let's go bottom, see what ends up happening here. Running forward, managed to go, slow down the Doom. There's the blink forward, the clap. Some damage being thrown out here. Does have a bug, and they just casually walk down this Doom. He can't get away fast enough. And the kill's actually going to go over onto Ritsu.
Okay. Good rotation.
And good reveal of the blink dagger.
Yeah, they didn't even commit the primal split, so they're going to have that. It looks like Moose going for that standard Echo Saber. He's been farming quite a bit, but they just smoked. So let's see if they can... Oh, there's a blink on Shaker.
That's big. I noticed that they've been busy farming that up, so if they can get a good engagement. I almost wish that we had a little bit more support coming out here to go along with the Tiny and the Shaker. Looked like Bryle for like half a second was thinking about it, but look at Milan getting into position, getting over near the trees. We do see the TP coming out here from the Doom.
Ritsu
They've got
feels
the
it.
detection. Yeah, his Spidey thing. Not Spidey sense, right? Because he's not actually a actual spider. It's a bug. Some sort. Oh, but they jump forward anyways. They've got that avalanche. Milani's looking, but will be able to time lapse back and run himself away here. They're still chasing just a little bit, so that's actually the reveal of that blink, and they didn't get anything out of it. So
Yeah, that is the difference from, you know, a very good player and oh.
yeah, they actually use the curse here in the top lane. I mean, it's not what you want to use it for, but you're still going to be able to get yourself a kill here on March.
Okay. 4DR, I'm gonna finish up that magic one.
Was it his magic wand that got taken on the courier? No, can't be right.
Nah, it's on.
Got it. Oh, they do have spotted over here though, Milan. Lee just poking away a little bit. They're really trying to pressure. They're trying to cut off the jungle for Dusa, right?
Yes, that is the most important part because you want to be able to get to those 2 ancients every wave. Now with the Mask of Madness, since he can definitely do it. And they're trying to kind of shrink that area here, but for now, it looks like paiNX does have control over it, so since he's still doing fine. But with the next rotation, next Doom usage, that's gonna show who actually has control over that jungle.
Looks like Brow's been kind of quiet for a little bit now. Looks like he's just working on that Orchid as his next item. Got a Kaya online and those treads.
Yeah, the Tiny and the Shaker can create space for him. He created a bit of space. The Orchid, super good versus Ritsu. And it looks like he's actually going straight up BKB. So, For now, no Lincolns there. And the Medusa is also ignoring Lincoln, so the Orchid, a lot of value until they're... Even with BKB, they actually kill the Weaver, because if the Storm is farmed enough, the duration of the Remnant, the Electric Vortex, can be enough to get the Ritsu Weaver before he actually pops the BKB.
And they were so close here to each other's wards. Look at this, that space between them. Almost were able to de-ward each other. Top lane looks like Braz is going to TP himself out. Still just pressure down here. Tiny does find himself a Flea. They've got that ward. They'll take him down. Poor Flea. Flea thought he was fine, just, you know, keeping an eye out on things. But these sentry wards coming into play here.
That's just a good position 5, you know, just giving vision.
Well, it's interesting because I guess they must have bumped into something down here.
Oh, Lelis.
Looking for that opening. They'll follow up. There's going to be the Stone Gaze coming out. Will slow down the Doom. They've actually got the Macro Pyre as well. Looks like Forev going to try to walk himself away. Move over here in the corner. They don't have anything to cancel out that TP. Lelis in for some trouble that will get taken down by March. It's going to be this Panda coming through. They've got that Stone, throwing it over here onto Forev. They'll be able to get a kill and just chase everybody back. Nice fissure coming out here from Milan. They're still looking. Should be able to go. Pull him off. They actually go and try to use that overgrowth here, but not necessarily necessary as they take down March. So it's 3, nope, 2 actually over on the side of JStorm, and they did lose the Winter Wyvern on the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, I don't even think it matters though, because they're gonna get 4 bounty runes here. They already got it, and Brio is super close to that Orchid. So, I mean, they committed a lot of votes. They killed GQ and Doom. Is that really what changes the game for them? I don't think it really matters that much. It's not that great for paiN. They're getting closer to that Scotty on CCNC, but I don't think this is looking great for them. They're gonna need more than that.
Well, we're about 20 minutes in now, so let's take a look at the team net worth. It's a little bit over 4K going to the side of JStorm, but take a look at the experience earned, right?
Yeah.
Very, very similar here, so.
That is true. I do like the Vlad's purchase of 40R though. I really think it's gonna enable that Weaver and the Medusa to be more sustainable. It is nice to have lifesteal when you're against it. Oh.
Yeah, they just use it to try to get Flea out here. It stinks, right? Because you want to get a good Winter's Curse, but you keep using it to try to just save like one person, and you don't actually get anyone else in it. It's just kind of used as a stun to hold into place. And it's not necessarily the worst way to use it, but it's definitely not the way you want to use it.
Exactly. That's perfectly how it works out. Ritsu, level 15, so doing pretty well in terms of experience here, but you need to be careful. There's a Tony. Just looking at him. I guess they need one extra hero, and that hero might be the Storm.
Looks like he's making that rotation. Courier's just going to go fly by. That's fine, Ritsu. Immediately, the time lapse comes out, though. Now, if Storm can intercept him.
Yeah, he has the Orchid now.
That's going to be huge. Yeah, he's zipping forward. He's waiting, looking for this opening here. Ritsu. They drop down that Remnant. She's just going to TP out here. They've decided they want to go fight in this bottom lane. Nice fissure comes out here over onto 4DR. Followed up with an Ice Path. Not going to connect. He's going to blink forward, though. Still looking. Seeing what he can get. Has the split up if necessary. Milan hiding back, but they get the Doom off over onto the Deuce, and immediately Lelis trying to slow him down just a little bit here. Will have that curse up in just a minute, but he's taking so much damage. There's going to be the fissure on top of it. They'll be able to get the kill, and there's an Echo Slam out over onto the other side. Ritsu in for some trouble. He's trying to run himself out. Looks like he's going to be successful, but the Doom has already run out here over onto CCNC Forev. Still hot on Medusa's tail here. Does have that Stone Gaze if necessary if she wants to pop it. Milan coming forward. Will actually go. They use a fissure, though, to block her, hold her into place, and they're just going to keep their distance from this Gorgon right now. Moo jumping forward. Avalanche comes out. Milan has no mana left, but you know what? He doesn't need it because March is going to be able to get that kill.
Oh, they're kiting so hard here, that Medusa. At the start, it looked pretty bad because there was no follow-up for the Doom. But since they kind of baited paiN's back, the Medusa ends up dying anyways because of future block. And we talked about the mobility problem that they have, right? The Medusa didn't went for the Hurricane Pike. He's trying to just get more stats with the Scotty, and now the Fissure really breaks her knees right there. That is a death that really hurts her.
It's interesting too, just to see, you know, with the net worth here, Medusa is sitting at about 10K, 11K on Brile though. So definitely, you know, making use of the space that's being created by the Tiny and the Earthshaker, and should be getting a delivery. Oh, he's already got the delivery here. There we go.
One thing that I really like is the change-up. A lot of Medusa started doing that when Medusa was popular. The Mystic Snake Mana Steel talent was buffed. And, I mean, you're against a Jakiro, you're against a Storm. The amount of EHP that you get if you actually land a Snake on Brio is so much. Definitely worth it more than the attack speed. So I really like it here. It can actually change the outcome of teamfights if you get a good Snake. But for now, it looks like they're going here in the top lane.
Yeah, it looks like CCNC just going to go back to farming for the most part. Do get a jump here on the top lane. He's going to try to take down Ritsu here. Ritsu's still silenced up. They need a little bit more damage. They're going to be able to find it. Now Flea in for a little bit of trouble here. Bryle's hot on his tails. They still have they've got the dust. That's a very, very dead treant here. What's going on here in the middle lane? Looks like they found themselves a Forev, though. He's going to get slowed down quite a bit. He's very, very tanky. That does have that phase boots and the blink dagger for the mobility, and they just can't do enough to him right now. They're afraid they don't know who's going to be jumping in on that fight, especially because they don't have any vision on Tiny right now, so they actually just disengage completely.
Yeah, I really like Forev's item build. I think this Crimson Guard is so good. They don't have any burst damage at all inside of paiN. He is pretty much immortal. Immortal?
What? Immortable? Immortable.
Oh.
All right, I like that. That's a new phrase we've got today.
Unless they rotate like 4 heroes.
Right.
And at that time, it's not even worth it if you rotate 4 heroes for a Doom. Just perfect item. It makes pushing also harder for paiN. And again, 4 bounties on the side of JStorm. He's been controlling the map very well.
We're seeing it start to shift a little bit if we look at the graphs here. Going more towards the side of JStorm in terms of net worth, which was already headed there, but then the big thing is, like, you saw it start to level out a little bit going towards paiN in terms of experience earned, but it's really starting to dip back down to JStorm because of all of these kills that are coming through and efficiency coming out from them. They're spreading out, they're farming. You've got Moo down here working on that Assault Cuirass. Oh, Doom. He's gonna spot out 4DR over here, maybe? No. Low ground. Top lane, looks like they get another kill though over onto Ritsu. Now Flea on the run. They don't have dust this time though, so it should actually, oh, they do have dust over onto Forev, but he's up a little bit higher. He's just gonna stay hidden in the trees and hope nobody notices.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna live, but I really like the Ritsu and that I'm not going Linken's. It kind of shows that he understands why the hero is strong right now. But at the same time, that Orchid is proving to be very hard to deal with. They're not grouping up, so Ritsu, whenever if he only has one support protecting him, it's just not enough. Just start getting solo kills over and over again.
The burst is just so strong coming out from the Storm.
Yeah.
It makes things very, very difficult for sure because, you know, the tree can only do so much with that, you know, living armor and the leech seed, but
they're gonna get a free Roche over here.
It's gonna be an easy Aegis.
CCNC does have the Scotty, although he's not gonna have buyback if he goes for it. But I don't think that's enough. He needs like 2 extra items to be able to dish enough damage.
Man, Flea just living on the edge. He's just keeping so many tabs on everybody, but all it takes is one, like, spidey sense tingle, right? Where you're just like, something feels right. I feel like I'm being watched, and you just get a kill.
Yeah.
I have to be careful with that.
I mean, CCNC is maintaining decent farm. They do have that Vlad's. Now, one thing that we did not saw the entire game is like a 5 versus 5 fight.
Yeah.
With the Brewmaster out and that Vlad's. I think they might... Oh, Storm is going ham here. CCNC needs to be careful. Yeah,
look at that Zip 4. They found themselves a Wyvern. Just trying to get that denial off, and actually does manage to get it. Neutral Creep will get the kill over on Lellis.
Alright.
But he's also down for, you know, a little bit, so they can make some moves here. And there is quite a bit of movement here in the top lane.
Cornered.
Yeah, look at that. Scotty is completed, but immediately moved. Toss-up coming out, has himself a haste, and there's going to be the jump forward coming out from Brown. They get an Echo Slam off too, but Milan, and for a lot of trouble, is going to get taken down. The buyback comes out immediately now from the Reaver. Bryle is just struggle bussing here. Will actually get taken down. Aegis will get popped. They've got the split up. They're going to just hold him in place and chip him down. But they do have the Doom coming out here from Forev, but he needs some backup. Where is Moo? Moo needs to get in there, I think. There's a nice Ice Path coming through. They'll follow up with the Macro Pyre, and the Dual Breath at the top comes out. So no, it looks like Doom Forev going to get taken down here. And the rest of the team on the run. Glimmer Cape going to get used over here on Moo. March trying to get himself away. Does have a gem on him as well. Winter's Curse comes in. I don't know what he can do to really help other than maybe maybe slow them down with that ice path, but nope, it's a triple kill for Ritsu. And can they get themselves some more? They would really love that gem march. I don't know. He's going to try to TP out, and he looks like he's going to get out in time.
All right, I really like Ritsu's boldness right there. He buybacks instantly time-lapse. And yeah, the 5 versus 5 fight. The Wyvern came later, but with the Vlads, it looks like that Medusa is actually quite powerful. They were able to kill the Storm the first time without using Overgrowth, so they can actually get the second kill. No BKB or Uceptor for the Storm. Kind of a greedy build there. And that kind of, I mean, that's actually a pretty good fight. There's no Aegis anymore. You do survive with your Medusa the entire fight. The Doom gets wasted. CCNC level 20 has that 700 mana talent now. He, he's gonna start rolling now.
All right. You know, it's funny because we just had that conversation like, oh, he's got a Scotty, and I don't know. I think he needs like another 3 items. And CCNC's like, you what, mate? Shows up.
He did have the Vlads from the...
That's true. He did.
That's actually a lot of damage when you have all those stat items on your Medusa. Okay. So
right.
What is the Brewmaster going for next? Still doesn't have anything queued.
Are we going to see a Brewmaster that's building damage like last time?
Nah, they don't have an Ogre. I don't think they're going to go for it. But
right.
that was pretty funny.
That was pretty ridiculous, just watching him solo a Phoenix Eggs at like level...
Those slaps.
Oh, man.
Hello.
What's going on down here? Looks like they found themselves Milan. Not going to be able to get himself out in time. Will fall.
And this is Bounties. They definitely needed some gold. They're going to trade 2 for 2 here. So if this game goes like super late, I think...
I mean, it's a Dusa, right? It should be fine for the side of paiN if it goes super light.
I don't know, actually. I think Dusa is not as strong in the late game.
But they have a Weaver, too. They've got a Dusa, they've got a Weaver, and they've got a Brewmaster. I feel like that's pretty good, Bowie. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I guess they do have the advantage just because Storm kind of struggles with against fat heroes. And I know the Medusa definitely fat once she has a lot of items. Brewmaster has evasion, has that hood, so kind of hard to burst down as well. I kind of like the pipe that he's going for. He's just going for utility, but it seemed like the right item here.
Oh, yeah, just trying to stay survivable during a lot of these fights seems to be the key, and then just letting CCNC, wail away on people.
Yeah, because the burst damage that they have, it's going to be a lot of storm damage, which is magical, shaker, all magical, tiny, 80% magical pretty much. All right, so I won't say this is an even game, but it does look like paiN they have some pretty decent briefing room now. It's going to take a while into the next Roshan.
Look at all the pinks coming out here. They're grouping a little bit. Are they thinking about going in on anything, or play stand over? They do have a smoke over on the Winter Wyvern, so I think they're thinking about going for it.
Okay.
Yeah, look, everybody's grouping together here. Lotus Orb did just get completed over here on the Doom.
Yeah,
and the pipe. The pipe coming out here on 4DR is going to be so good for them. Now they've already got a smoke coming out.
Reflect the Lotus Orb, the Winter Scares with the Lotus Orb.
Oh, that'd be
pretty deadly.
Milan on the prowl.
Oh, Lelis.
Yeah, there's a jump forward immediately. Just take they actually use the Echo Slam on top of it. My goodness, the Overgrowth's going to come out followed with the Macro Power, and they've got the Vortex over here trying to just keep 4DR from getting that split. Milan's in so much trouble, though. He's actually going to get taken down here. This Dusa just dishing out so much damage right now, and it looks like they're going to get themselves another kill. It's a triple kill here for CCNC. They focused down that Brewmaster for a little bit. They got the Doom off, so he wasn't able to get the split, but CCNC, again, just dishing out that damage with, 4DR just zipping in and out between everybody.
They got baited so hard. Lelis was like, oh, I'm a Wyvern. I'm doing this here too. I'm not doing anything. But they committed the Echo for the...
The Echo was a little early, I felt,
yeah, and because of the tree being alive and no BKB or Uceptor onto the Storm, he gets controlled, actually. Like, they lack control, but as long as you save your boop for the Storm, you actually have a lot of control over the Storm, and they just kill him, and now it's going to be a tier 2. I guess the Storm's going to be fine because he has the Bloodstone, but this is the second death, so only 6 charges. That's a very big hit on Bryle. Roshan still going to take some ways to go, but this is an even game, Oxy.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
were able to take great fights, and yeah, we were wondering about their 5 versus 5, and it definitely looks like it's good. They won a fight when they were 12,000 gold behind, and now it's an even game.
Well, I mean, we discussed it too, right? Saying, you know, CCNC, he's doing well, but, you know, are they going to be able to make the space for him? Because the Medusa, you know, doesn't want to fight that early, wants to just have some time to come online, get a little tanky, get some stats up. And the answer is, yeah, they were able to find that opening. And a lot of it was just, you know, making space. The score, you know, it's starting to even out just a little bit in terms of kill, 17 to 22. And again, Dota's not based off of the kills, but throwing bodies at the Tiny and the Earthshaker, not even throwing them, right? Just creating these like mini diversions really paid off for them because it gave CCNC the time to, you know, get what he needs to be online. We've got the Mjolnir completed. They've got the Scotty, Mask of Madness. This is a pretty formidable Snake Lady now, Bowie.
Yes, and I really like the direction Ritsu is taking for his river. Usually, you know, you would think of Ritsu as this greedy player that just wants to get as much farm as possible. He actually gets the Lincolns, which means that he's not going to get doomed, and he's going for the eggs. Actually, he just changed his mind. All right, just ignore what I said. He was going eggs and was like, okay, if they ult someone, he can just time-lapse that person.
I kind of like that. Overgrowth gets used, though, over here into the mid. They've got their eyes onto this Earthshaker. Milan not going to be able to do anything. He's going to get taken down. They're still chasing after March. They have that vision, and they'll be able to take him down as well. Bottom, though, yeah, like you said, they've got some illusions here trying to push them out of the base. There's going to be living armor coming through, and they're slowly just trying to chip away here. Fort will come out. It looks like we do see the TP coming out here from the Medusa. She's not ready to give this up. Look at how much damage is coming out here. Moo's got to get out of there so fast. Just barely makes it out. By the skin of his teeth. Does have the Assault Cuirass completed, though.
Oh, I really like the Lotus Orb on the Storm. You know, when you're farmed enough, not only the Lotus Orb, it's just a better item, gives you armor and a regen, but he's going to be able to dispel that annoying root that really made the game hard. So now they have 2 of them, one on the Doom, one onto the Storm. Pretty decent item this game. Roshan, 30 seconds away. They're gonna have the Jakiro alive, and I think the game really will be decided on whoever gets this Roshan. I think if paiN gets this Roshan, they know that their team fights stronger. They might be able to group up. If JStorm gets this, they might, you know, just hold a little bit more. They're gonna have Aegis on Storm. It's always dangerous.
No, the jump forward again. They've got their eyes on CCNC. They throw out the fission. They're actually going to just leapfrog away because they managed to get that Doom off here. Toss going to come right back out. They'll throw Medusa right back in the middle of everything. It's just going to get stunned up constantly. They will be able to get that kill on CCNC. The rest of the team, though, has managed to walk themselves away. It was looking a little scary for a second, but they're satisfied with that, and they're going to go in for the Roche.
They do have
what
buyback.
Timing, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the buyback. They're not willing to take this or allow them to just take this. They'll walk out of the pit here.
Yeah, they do have buyback, but it's a costly price, especially if paiN doesn't get
Oh, Milan. Oh, the science gets used immediately over here onto this poor Brewmaster. Beautiful ice path coming through as well. They'll be able to take down Fleet. There's going to be the Winter's Curse coming out over here onto Bryle. They'll follow up and try to get into positions. That way they turn to stone. This is looking not good for Stormstreet. He's actually going to get taken down. Dark Courier gets taken down as well. March trying to run himself away from these pandas, but they still have vision on him right now. We'll be able to turn around, drop that stone, and just allow Medusa to clean up.
All right. So this game, like the last fight that we saw when they actually took the Medusa down the first time, that's how they wanted to approach this game the entire time. They just want to find the Medusa by herself, just toss her away and get the kill. But when paiN fights as 5, it just doesn't look like doesn't seem enough. They were never able to even use the Lotus Orb onto the Storm. It was locked down for the entire fight. And now this is going to be an Aegis onto the Medusa. Cheese onto the Weaver. Level 25 on Ritz already. This is... Oh, and he actually ends up going for the eggs anyways. He buys... Oh, the eggs was actually ready. The components were in the courier. So he's just going for the point booster now. And it's going to be so hard to bring anyone down with the eggs on Ritsu as well as the Lincolns.
I know there's so much to say for this Medusa too. Because you want to try to focus her down, but if you try to focus her down, you've got Fortiar again running it through non-stop. Just trying to, you know, poking at people, making problems. You've got the Brewmaster. That seems to be one of the top priorities for that Orchid half the time, or the Doom, trying to avoid that split. But you start focusing, just really tunnel visioning on a bunch of these heroes, and then you're just allowing CCNC to have, you know, a heyday, being able to go and just hit everything he wants. And he's got a Rapier queued up.
Oh boy.
I don't know if that's a meme, if he's just playing with us, or if he's actually feeling like he wants to put on those big boy pants, make it happen.
Yeah, if he can keep the Aegis until until he gets the gold for the Rapier, that might definitely be something they want to do. It's just such a strong power spike. Aegis plus Rapier on Medusa. It just allows you to play insanely bold, and it also allows them to get barracks, like 2 or 3 barracks if they actually win a fight. They know that when they group up, they're strong. Imagine with a Rapier how strong they actually are. So it's all about how long they're gonna take to get the Rapier, and if they're still gonna have the Aegis when that happens.
I mean, they've got, again, we talked about the save, right? We've got Weaver who's going to have the Ags, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with picking up that Rapier and just, you know, keeping her alive non-stop. Although Bryle being a little cheeky over here in the mid lane. Gonna go and boop CCC on the nose. I'll follow up with the Macro Pyre, just try to get rid of these creeps here into the base. Doom actually on the bottom lane, trying to do a little bit of split pushing. They've got that Linken's over here on CCC. It's a little too close to tower on that ward. It happens, no big deal, NBD. But yeah, looks like Forev trying to just put a little pressure here, make someone come home. But looks like they're not too concerned about it. Avalanche comes in. Fisher actually blocking the Medusa away from the rest of the team. Ice Path will get used in the Liquefier. There's a jump forward though. Marching for a little trouble. Does have that Glimmer Cape though, but it doesn't help him. He will get taken down. The buyback comes out again. And again, Doom just trying to do something here. Trying to put some pressure on the tower. He should be able to get it actually. As the storm goes zipping by. Another Fissure being thrown out here by Milan. Got that Ags. Oh, he's going to be able to go throw him up into the air. This Earth Panda, though, sitting a little bit low. They'll turn back around. The zips coming through here from Bryle. He's going to be able to use that Vortex. CCNC, he's doing a lot of damage here, but he doesn't want to jump too far in here. Ags is here again over here onto Milan. Does have that Echo Slam, but they're not. They
have backdoor protection. They're going to be forced to go back. Look at that. Forever's taking the mini barracks.
That split pushing Doom life, huh? Yeah, look at Forev. He's like, oh, all right. I guess I should go, or I guess I should stay, because everybody else is chasing each other around here. Look at the Storm just doing so much damage. We'll be able to go. They get the dunk off over here on the corner. Lelis, though, is going to be able to go get that kill. And it looks like they might actually lose March if they're not careful. That Splinter Blast coming in at the last second. But while this is going down, Bowie, take a look at the base. It's just Ritsu's poking, just nonstop at Forev. And he just TP's out. He's done a lot of damage here. Seems pretty happy. They got tower about half of the melee. But now they are going to lose the entirety of their own melee and quite possibly this range too. Yeah, look at Bryle. He's just trying to zip through, clean it out. It's going to be the jump coming out here from Forev. He does have the Doom. He's got the Lotus Orb on him as well, but he's slowed down so very much. There's jump in coming from Bryle. We'll try to distract them. They managed to follow up with an Avalanche coming off from the Tiny, but they're just going ham on these towers. Yeah, they're not leaving.
Weaver's coming with a double damage as well.
Yeah, they've got that Aegis here. I don't know what they do right now. What do they do, Bowie?
I mean, you have to stop it, but they have so much regen because of the Code Embrace. I don't think they have the burst damage, and that's the problem of Storm.
Yeah. Well, we'll go. Use the split again. There's a jump forward, though. Looks like they might be able to get the kill over onto CCC. Not yet, because they've got that Cold Embrace. The toss comes out. They'll throw her back just a little bit here. And the Scotty on CCNC is doing so much damage. They still turn their attention to CCNC. He still has an Aegis, though, so it's not going to matter. The buybacks are coming out from the Doom and the Tiny. And they're going to still try to take him down. But that Curse coming in at the last second. Look at them. They're just shredding him to pieces over here. Toss comes out. Looks like they're going to have some problems here for Ritsu. He does have that time lapse, so he's going to be able to make it back again. They've got the Doom over here in CCC. CCNC says, I don't care, Doom. IDC. I'm going to take your agent. And there's the GG. paiN X taking game number 1.
Yeah, I really like that 40 was hitting the throne the entire time. It's like, guys, I'm sick. Just end this game. Stop fighting.
Right, absolutely. Man, that was fun. I wasn't expecting to see that. You know, again, we talked about CCNC having really just excellent laning phases and then kind of struggling later on. But today, it just feels like everything came together and they were able to really enable him.
It definitely felt like the draft had more synergy, right? When they were fighting 5v5, they were super strong. I really like, we actually couldn't see much of the Aghanim Scepter because the courier died when he had to go.
That's true, yeah.
But it definitely felt like they had a plan, and it was shaky at the start, but they definitely pulled it through at the end.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday was like, I don't want to say a completely different team, right? But it definitely feels like today they're feeling a little bit more focused. They're kind of working a little bit more together in a sense. I'm liking it. I'm really liking seeing what paiN X can do here.
Yeah, and you know, I like being proved wrong. I like Medusa as a hero, but I just ignore the hero completely nowadays, and they were able to win. That hero, I guess especially when you have the Treant versus Storm, just made the game so hard for Bio. He had a perfect game, but those routes were ruthless. It was pretty
They were
hard.
great. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, this is, a best of 3 series, guys. We're going to have plenty more Dota 2 happening today. So we've got another match coming up with paiN X versus JStorm. So stick around. You don't want to miss this.
ESL One Hamburg is brought to you in part by